Hi, Coded here, and in this week video, we are going to learn about how to turn our laptop into a Wi-Fi hotspot. Basically, what we are going to do is that we are going to use our Wi-Fi adapter to create a hotspot. Even though if you are using the Wi-Fi adapter to connect to the internet, we can still use it as a hotspot so that other devices such as our phone and other computers can search and can find our laptop and connect to the internet through our laptop. This feature was made possible when Microsoft introduced hosted networking Windows 7 app. That is Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. So what we are going to use is we are going to use the command prompt. So let's head to it. We move on to the Windows icon, right click, then you open command prompt as administrator. Hosted network or not, because sometimes or some network cards doesn't support hosted network, and even though Microsoft introduced it in Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, there are some network cards that doesn't support it. So if your network card doesn't support it, then you are out of luck. So we have to check first to see if our network card supports before going through the hassle, just to find out that we don't have a network card that supports. So we have to first check it. So to check it, we are going to use the network shell. So you type in net shell, then WLAN, as in wireless network card, show drivers. So show drivers. Now every characteristic and property about the network card will be shown. What we are looking for is hosted network. If it's labeled yes, then our network card support hosted network. If no, then we are out of luck. So hosted network, there it is, and it's yes, bam, then we are good to go. Now we have to move on to the wide line, or we have to move on to command prompt to set hosted network. Set up the hosted network. As an administrator, we have to understand the commands that we are going to use. So if we understand the commands, there is no way we're supposed to chew these things into our heads. We just have to understand it so that we remember it wherever we are or wherever we go. What we are going to do is that we are going to use the network shell. We are going to use the network shell. So you type in net shell. It can be capital, it can be small letters, whatever it works. Let me use small letters. So net shell. Then we are using our Wi-Fi adapter, so wide LAN. And as I said earlier, we are going to use a feature that Microsoft introduced in Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 10 called hosted network. So we're going to use hosted network. So you type in set hosted network. Hosted network mode equal to allow. So basically the feature is in the operating system bar. It's disallowed, so we are going to allow it. So hosted network, net shell, wide LAN, set hosted network mode, allow. Then if you are familiar with Wi-Fi hotspots or familiar with wireless networks, you know something called SSID. That's the name, the Wi-Fi name when someone search or when someone is trying to connect to your network. That's what they will find. So SSID equals to the name that you want to appear, so that some people can find it and connect to your thing. So I'm going to use pin code. So SSID pin code. Then the key, the security key, your password. So key equals to pin code 78. That's my key. So next shell, WLAN, set hosted network mode, allow, SSID pin code, key, pin code 77. One thing that you're supposed to note here is that you see we are setting the hosted network mode allow. So if you want to disable it, the same procedure, just that hosted network mode disallowed. You just understand it that way. Then hit enter. Wait for it. Now hosted network mode is set to allow. Okay, so now that we set our hosted network mode to allow, we have to start it. Even though we set our hosted network mode to allow, now the operating system is allowing it to happen, but we have to start it or stop it. So we are going to use the net shell command again. So network shell, using the WLAN or the Wi-Fi network wireless card. So WLAN start hosted network. So based on looking at this command, you can even trace how we can stop the hosted network. So if starting the hosted network, we use net shell WLAN start hosted network. Then if you are stopping it, we will use net shell WLAN stop hosted network. So you hit enter, then you wait. Now hosted network is started. What you're supposed to do is now go to your network area, open network and sharing center. Then you go to change adapter settings. You will now see that your network is created here. Your new hotspot is created here and it's identifying it. It will be named pin code. So now that your network is identified here, what you're supposed to do is take your phone or take your other network or take your other device that has Wi-Fi enabled. So you just switch on the Wi-Fi and you turn it on, you search. You'll be able to identify, or you'll be able to get another network, another hotspot name, pin code, or name, any other name that you name using your CMD. So what we're going to do is that we are going to connect our network to it. So let's move to maybe internet setting. So here, this is where you are getting your network from. Maybe you are connected to the internet through your Ethernet port, through your LAN or your local network area. So you are using the internet. So you go to properties, then you move to sharing, then you allow other networks to connect to, allow other network users to connect through this computer internet connection. Then you go down here, then you select what local network 5. It depends on how yours is, because if you look here, it's local network 5 and you see the pin code here. That was the SSID I gave mine. So you select that one, local network 5, then you click OK. Now you've shared your network with your hotspot. So now after connecting to your devices, or after taking your device, you can search for hotspot and you'll be able to identify the pin code on your phone or on other devices. You connect through them. Then you are using your laptop as a hotspot right now. You can connect through your laptop to the internet. Subscribe to my channel, comment and